take to get you guys to laugh? You know? Does it take a couple of maids? Does it take a monkey? Would that help? You know, there's a lot of stuff we can use to make fun of things. I can dress up. I can cover myself up. I can wear a suit. I can put on funny suspenders. I can do all sorts of stuff to be funny. I can even wear green socks and slippers whenever I want to. All right? There's no time that you can't be funny. And so, a guy who's real funny in my life named Robin Williams really did leave a mark on some comedy in my lifetime. And so, I'm going to do this little bit that I wrote for him. All right? And I know he's watching somewhere. So, I did the hello. I don't know if you know that from Mrs. Doubtfire. If anybody's ever seen that, that's one of the most famous hellos in the world when you get all the pie frosting on your face. I was this close to doing it, but somebody ate all the frosting in the kitchen. All right? So we're lucky with that. How about these suspenders? All right? They're one of the hottest selling things on the market right now. And they even hurt a little bit, so I know I'm wearing them right. All right, Robin Williams, he was a comedian. He was one of the most brilliant comedians in the game of comedy. And it's a very tough game to play. I would know. He was #1. He had #1 on his shirt. On his game shirt when he came out on game day, he had #1 on it. And it was quite a tough game that he played. His characters, his funny voices, his different personalities were all yet so very funny. His laughter was contagious. If you heard his voice or a noise that he made, you knew exactly who that was, Robin Williams. They say everyone has a clown inside them. I guess Robin had a clown inside and outside, because he was one funny guy, I tell you. But his inside clown wasn't very happy. And that's not good when your inside clown isn't very happy. Because if you're not happy, there has to be something wrong. And we might all be able to relate to that. You know, if you're not so happy, you might be able to say, hey, something's going on. So let's make sure we keep happy. Keep all our clowns happy as can be. Even if you just need a little smile sometimes. You know, I'll even trip on the floor and fall if that'll make you laugh. But people said I didn't have to do that. All right, so how about a joke? I'm going to give you guys a joke that goes way back. Now, I don't know if you remember it. Why did the chicken cross the street? To get to the other side. Now, I'm going to show you how a joke has evolved over time. That joke goes way back. I don't know. It might even be from the 50s. I know. Thank you. That's a little joke. All right. So, that joke has now evolved. When I have to do that, say I'm in Cambridge and I'm doing some sort of comedy, if I say, why did the chicken cross the street, I have to say, why did the chicken with the iPhone 6 and the Fendi bag cross the street? Oh, to get a better Wi-Fi reception, of course. You know? So all the people in Cambridge will know what you're talking about. All right. Now, I don't know if you know, if you brought your dog to the beach, what would happen if you laid him out on the beach? He'd turn into a hot dog. Well, again, that's Robin Williams. I don't have the hot dog in me, but that's Robin Williams' hot dog, all right? So the next time you see that, you'll remember it. So I'm just going to give you a couple of my simple jokes that you may or may not have heard. Some are mine, some aren't mine, some I borrow. Now, I had a buddy working on his house, and I told you, when his dog comes and sits on the sandpaper, what do you think he says, Natalie? She said, don't ask her any questions, so I did. Yep, when I go over to my friend's house, Jim, and we're working on his house and the dog sits on sandpaper, he says rough. Yeah, of course. I told you would know that one. All right, and I can tell you that, you know, some of the differences in Robin Williams, when he did a show, he could make people cry laughing. Some of his movements, some of his characters, some of his crazy noises and antics make people cry laughing. And I can tell you that some of these jokes that I give you now are making people cry. So, you want to see the suspenders? See, they're real. I was at the Marshfield Fair, and I was bold enough to go into the 4-H club, and I said, what happens when a horse falls down? He says, you know what he says? He says, help me, I can't giddy up. All right, and then...
Bada bing.
And then while I was over at the cows, I talked to farmers, and so when I was over at the cows, I said, so why do all those cows have those bells around their necks? And you know what the farmer said? Because their horns are broken. Thank you, everybody, and good night.